Greetings. Thank you all for tuning in to the BZNZ Internet Talk Radio Show. We are so excited and happy to have you here tonight to be with us in our broadcast live stream. Just a few housekeeping chores before we get started and your gracious host comes online. Tonight you are in one of the best places that you could ever be, and for that you should just go ahead and give your Greetings. Thank you all for tuning in to the BZNZ Internet Talk Radio Show. We are so excited and happy to have you here tonight to be with us in our broadcast live stream. Just a few housekeeping chores before we get started and your gracious host comes online. Tonight you are in one of the best places that you could ever be, and for that you should just go ahead and give yourself a round of applause. Greetings. Thank you all for tuning in to the BZNZ Internet Talk Radio Show. We are so excited and happy to have you here tonight to be with us in our broadcast live stream. Just a few housekeeping chores before we get started and your gracious host comes online. Tonight you are in one of the best places that you could ever be, and for that you should just go ahead and give yourself a round of applause. Real quick, we'd like to give you a disclaimer. The show is not responsible for anything that is said on the show. There's your disclaimer. During the show, if you are vibing with us, you feeling what we're saying, and you would love to just give us a love token, where you're going to see at the bottom of the screen is going to say Cash App Tyron Joe, $ Tyron Joe, TYRENJO. Anything that you can give would be greatly appreciated. A one, a two, or a few. We greatly appreciate it. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor of the program, please go to our Instagram page at BZNZ Talk. At BZNZ Talk, our Instagram page. Also, you can go to our Facebook page at BZNZ Talk, at BZNZ Talk, and we will be glad to work with you. And also, a quick reminder throughout the show, I want to let you know that the likes are free, the dislikes are free, the love button is free, the share button is free, and the subscribe button is free. 5 things while you're viewing this broadcast. 5 things while you're learning and growing. 5 things that is for free, and we would love for you to partake in that during the program. Last but not least, once again, we want to thank you all for tuning in to our program, our broadcast, our live stream, because you are the ones that run the show. Thank you all. Peace. Be blessed.
We gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe, the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn. 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 BZNZ, Internet Talk Radio. We gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe, the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn. Too much we gotta learn. Too much we gotta learn.
You are now tune into BZNZ Internet Talk Radio, where the relationship talk is the conversation that never sleeps and the payoff is never cheap.
Greetings again, greetings. I don't know how much of that y'all called and didn't catch, but I'm sorry, Joe, your host. And we got a lot going on tonight. Crazy stuff going on. Technology. I think we good now, though. Yeah, we good now. We got good now. Anywho, we gotta talk about some stuff like, man, why I don't have no water. I ain't even got my head I normally have. Oh, I worked overnight last night. Boy, when you work overnight and you wake up, you gotta get ahead to hit the ground moving. You forget a lot of stuff. But we are thankful. We are thankful and grateful for the opportunity. We are thankful and grateful for the opportunity to be before the people. To come before the people with some great news, some great content. Tonight we got a special show ahead of you tonight. I asked my co-host not to get here till about an hour later. I don't want them to be a part of what I'm getting ready to say. If my special guest, if she want to tap out, she can too. I don't want them to be a part of what I'm getting ready to say. But I didn't know this happened last Thursday. So I'm gonna speak on it right now. Hold on, man. I want to get this. I want to get it straight. I want to read it right. Okay. The Supreme Court. Amen. That boy, he killing them keys. We're gonna go ahead and shut him down right now because we want to talk right now. The Supreme Court blocks Biden's virus mandate for large employers. Let me read a little bit of this. It say, but the justices allowed a vaccination requirement for healthcare workers at facilities that receive federal money. If we stop right there, I say that's some pretty darn good news, because there's about to be a lot of people that was going to be out of jobs. And I mean, seriously, a lot of people that went down with the taking the shot, they was going to be out of jobs. But for the most part, what I say congratulations to is the fact that somebody was able to hold the justice system, hold the law accountable, and bring this and file a lawsuit. Something a lot of people is afraid to do in this world. But somebody did it. Somebody said, you know what, no, hold on, that's not right. You can't demand that everybody get this and then just leave it like that. You don't give no type of leeway, you don't give no type of leverage. I mean, some people, they are afraid of needles. Some people don't want that in their body. Some people, they already have different ailments and sicknesses that shot just will not mix. So, to be able to see this happen in the Justice Department, whereas hey, people fought for what it was they wanted and they got it, man, that's great news. Great news. I think also your former president, he had something to do with it as well. He had something to do with the dissenting arguments that the judges had. I'm trying to find it. But your boy Mr. D, he might be able to know a little bit. I'm just saying though, when you search the law and you know the law, this is what can happen. Now, I don't know if it was that. Now, from what I'm hearing, it wasn't no one black. There wasn't no one black that did this, but somebody filed a lawsuit and said that we just can't let this man do this to us. I mean, isn't that what democracy is all about? Yeah, let me bring them on in. D, you live? Isn't that what democracy is all about? Being able to fight for your rights. Hello?
Boss, can you hear me?
Now I can.
Can you hear me, boss?
Now I can.
Okay. Yeah, now they democracy is all about the majority rules. That's I'm sorry. Let me say that's supposed to be what democracy is, the majority rules. But in some cases, the minority rules.
But it looked like look like though this right here was a dictatorship. This wasn't no democracy, wasn't no republic. It was either you do this or you ain't gonna have no job.
Well, I'm not going to get real ugly with you right now because I'm still sipping on my Pepsi. But I tell you this, that was not a democracy. That was a national security health emergency. Okay, now check it out. Here's where we at. People are complaining about getting the jab and the poke. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's your right to get it if you want to. If you don't have to. But does your right not to get the jab have to do with me putting my life and my children at risk of catching a COVID, which can be spread at over 21 feet? Forget the hypothesis of the 6 feet, because the doctor said on CNN, and I call out names so you can fact check it, says that when a person sneezes, the sneeze travels up to 21 feet. He says 21 feet. So these people run around and hollering 6 feet this and 6 feet this. That ain't worth jack when you got a person standing 6 feet away from you and he's sneezing. So if he's 6 feet away from you and he's sneezing, and the doctors on CNN said that it travels up to 21 feet, you got 15 feet right there that all this germ and stuff can get on you. Now, I have to admit, Uncle Joe did a little bit of stretching there when he wanted to mandate certain, places have to make you get the jab.
Wait, back that back up, Mr. D.
Now,
Back that
was a
back
little
up.
bit-
Back it back up, Mr. D, because I'm about to tell you where your argument is kind of null and void. Because if it says that you can catch the virus up to 21 feet, but they had this big special thing saying 6 feet, then we already was doomed. We already was doomed and gloom.
Well, well, I hate to rain on your parade, my brother, but because my afro is ingrown and I'm a European, I'm going to say it like this. When they acknowledge to the public that we had a pandemic, we were already gone from that point on, because there's no way possible that you can take an airborne pandemic and isolate it when you got all of these buildings and cars and everything that are not isolated. Okay. At first they said you can wear a cloth mask. Now CDC comes back and said a cloth mask only stops 50% of the virus from getting in you. Now they're saying you've got to have the KN94.
This is all under democracy. This is all under democracy, Mr. D. That's what I want you to realize. This is all the Democrats.
I ain't gonna too much bite into that because as you notice, as public record it has stated, under the leadership of Uncle Donald, he wanted to keep it hush hush, even though he had it himself and he took the poke himself. Now, all of that ain't been put out yet, but it eventually comes.
But wait.
He took the poke. That's why.
But wait, he was one of the ones. He was one of the ones that influenced the decision of the Supreme Court.
Well, let's put it this way. He was the guy that put some people in place on the Supreme Court. Now, there was one black judge on the Supreme Court that actually stood up for Uncle Donald. And that black judge is married to a lighter pigmented lady. I would call his name out, but y'all might fact check me and find out it's Clarence Thomas. But so now that man, it's all public record. You can go on public record and find out that judge, Clarence Thomas, his wife is a devout activist for conservatism. And in my opinion, conservatism is just another name for Confederacy. Because if you notice, most of the people that are considering themselves to be conservatives are the ones that are actually pushing this right that a lot of darker pigmented people don't like. The right to vote. A lot of them say, I don't vote. Hey, well, you ain't got to worry about it. I told people a few years ago on the program, you don't have to worry about not wanting to vote, because there's a plan put in action that's going to take away some people's voting rights, which, as you can see, they already got the battle going. There's quite a few states that are redrawing. Let me phrase that. There are quite a few Republican states, Republican-led legislators that are redrawing the districts where their voting is going to take and put a hamper on colored people and those are darker pigmented individuals, where they won't be able to vote, or they're going to make it harder for them to vote. It's already been noted on a program, and I ain't going to call no names because I don't want y'all to fact check me, on CNBC, where the young lady stated that over half of the mail-in ballots for, I believe it's Texas, it's either Texas or Alabama or Georgia. Over half of those mail-in ballots have been thrown away because of the new rules that the Republican legislatures in those states have put in, which made those I think they said half of the votes, none involved because of the new rule. Don't take my word for it. Fact check. I think her name is Rachel on CNBC. Check her out. It's on there. So
Well,
all the dark pigmented people that enjoying what free, nice benefits they have now, the ones that said that Dr. King and all the others are bad guys, that's pushing the vote deal. Your vote is the reason why the Republican-led legislatures are redrawing the districts so that it'll make it hard for the colored and the Negroes, and let me say that correctly, Negroes. It's going to make it hard for them to vote because a lot of them can't get to the polling places, and a lot of those polling places are shutting down at a certain time, which means if you're in line and they close the polls,
are you saying the reason why they not being able to vote is because of the Republicans?
I guarantee you. Fact check this. Go to CNBC, go to CNN, and fact check the records. The Republican-led legislators in certain states along the below the Ohio River has redrawn the districts, which is making it harder for the Negroes and some of the colored people to vote.
Mr. D, I think you took 2 L's this week, Mr. D.
I probably did, man. I'm gonna have to chill out.
I think you took 2 of them. Oh man, but I'm just saying, man. Hey, shout out to the Supreme Court, and their decision, because that's just going. This world was really looking like this country was really looking like a dictatorship when that happened. When he said that everybody need to get it and all this, because that was really contradictory to what they had said before. Him and all his cabinet workers were saying earlier that no, that's unconstitutional to make make everybody get that shot. That's unconstitutional. But then what did he come up and do right after?
Well, right after that, as you say, right after that happened, did not we have an upsurge of COVID-19 cross-check Omicron?
Or a regular flu shot? No, I said regular flu shot. Yeah, we did have an upsurge. Had an upsurge of that. Had an upsurge of other illnesses and sicknesses that people catching. Ain't no telling what they putting out here in the world.
Okay, I'll give you that. But I still think that it was not a dictatorship I'll give you one for one. Supreme Court slapped down Joe Biden for the shot. Whippy-do. Everybody's happy about that because a lot of people wasn't going to get it no way. And I know for a fact it's kind of hard to kiss a person with your mask on because you ain't getting no flavor out of it. Number two, they slapped down Joe Biden with that, and they also slapped down the ex-president for not wanting to turn over the public records. You're a public figure. You're out of office. Everything you did in the office is supposed to go to the archives. Supreme Court says, okay, Uncle Donald, we're going to give you the slap on Joe Biden because you put a couple of people in a position to be on the Supreme Court. But on the other hand, we're going to slap you and tell you that some of those papers that you had in the White House, yes, they're going to the archives, and yes, they are going to be turned over to the public at some time. So, it's tit for tat. That I don't see. That I don't see.
What papers are we talking about?
As a dictatorship.
What papers are we talking about?
We're talking about the papers that a lot of those Republicans in the Republican-led states with the false electors that's in some of those states, 5, I believe, where they forged the documents saying that they were the electors of those states when it turned out that they were not, but they were going up there so they could overturn the election in behalf of Uncle Donald.
Is that right?
And don't quote me on that, but fact check him at NBC, and you'll see there were 5 states that have 5 fraudulent documents of 16 or more Republicans that said that there was electors that were supposed to overturn the election when they found out that those papers were false and they wasn't supposed to be there. The papers that Uncle Donald has to turn over to the National Archives and the 6th panel, the January 6th panel, are the papers leading up to what a lot of Republicans are calling a peaceful tour of the federal building.
Yeah, the insurrection.
Oh, that's what they call them? Because I know a lot of Republicans said it was a peaceful tour by the public going to the Capitol.
When
everybody knows.
What
now,
was
I'm going to tell you, this
about
is a matter of law. This is a matter of law. Yes, sir, this is a matter of law. The reason why they did not want to bring the National Guards in right away was because the National Guards has taken an oath to protect the U.S. Constitution of the United States against foreign and domestic terrorists. At the time they was ordered to leave that government property, they did not leave, they became terrorists. When they inflicted pain and harm on those police officers, the National Guards were required by their pledge and their oath to shoot them down for treason. Because that's what it was, treason. No matter how they slice it, no matter what college word they throw on it, when you try to disrupt the United States government, that's classified as treason.
All right, we're gonna table it. We're gonna table it right there. Man, I just wanted to bring that up about hey, we got a win. We got a little win in the Supreme Court. Now, what they did say is that federal workers, hospital workers that's receiving federal money, that them is mandated for them to go ahead and get the shot. But man, all that other stuff that he was talking, they shot that down. No pun intended. They shot it down.
A lot of public workers that's getting federal funds, like a lot of schools. I'm gonna drink my Pepsi and listen to the show, brother. I'm out of here.
All right. Well, all right. That was it. We had to talk about that first because that's something that's real taboo or whatever. A lot of YouTubers and podcast hosts not really able to say that. And I mean, I'm not even supposed to say that, but I'm like, man, it's in the news. Once it becomes public information, we could talk about it now, right? Well, they take this video down. They just take it down. Let me see here. That was I was asked to announce this on let me see, on this coming Saturday, January the 23rd. We will be having, well, not we, they'll be having here in this building that I'm in, Quickie Connections. That is speed dating. It's going to be a speed dating event, January 22nd, 2022, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. $10 to enter. Right here at the Space Vault Event Center, 5160 East 65th Street. That's right, 5160 East 65th Street. The Space Vault Event Center, having Quickie Connections speed dating night. You ain't gonna want to miss this. If you are single, don't have a man, don't have a woman, this Quick Connections speed dating event would be great for you on this night. What's that? Saturday, January 22nd, 2022. Come get your man, come get your woman. Come get them for free. They're giving them out for free. Man, my guest was in here. She left out. Hopefully she'll return. Let's shout out the chat room. I'll say we got D in the building. Hold on 1 second. Let me get it ready for you. We got D in the building. We got Miss Shannon. Miss Shannon in the building. We got Selena K in the building. Ebony in the building. Shout out to the chat room. Man, so tell my guests get in. Tell my co-hosts get in. I told them to fall back till about 9 p.m. because we was talking about something that I don't even want to involve them in. Because this vaccine stuff, man, is out of control. It's mess out of control. And this ain't been more got nothing to do with people being healthy. So we wanted our healthy Americans. Come on, man, stop with that foolishness. You got an agenda. You got an evil agenda. Then an underlying evil agenda to kill, to control, and to manipulate. But you want the American people to believe that you want them to be healthy. Stop with the foolishness. Anywho, they take the video down. They just take it down. Anywho, let me do something. Oh yeah, let me play this real quick. Hope y'all can hear it. I was able to catch this clip. Hold on.
Mr. Cassie.
I'm just trying to have a conversation with you.
That's my
for
girl,
understanding, like
Shalisa.
somebody can't be mad about that with you. You know what I'm saying? Like they can only take it
Absolutely.
like, hey, I need to get myself together or whatever the situation is. Like, okay. Because maybe that's what other people think too, but people don't say stuff because they're afraid of the consequences or they're afraid of the after. Like, hey, you know, I guess I don't be thinking about the consequences. I just say whatever I need to say and just, hey, you gotta accept it.
Yeah, I know. And the thing is, that can be good and bad. I mean, it's good that you coming out with the reality and the truth, but you know, if you dealing with a man that's soft or weak or a man that can't handle it, you know what I'm saying? He might, you know, he might leap on. Say what?
I said it can bite you in the butt, and that's why you be like, dang, would you have rather I lied than told you the truth? Like, you know what I'm saying?
But,
I'm sorry
I mean,
for how you received it.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say know your mate. Just know him before you get ready to crush him. Be like, let me figure out this person. I mean, this is a helpful little hint to just help save some relationships. You know, if there's people right now that's listening that's on the brakes of their relationship, and you thinking about right now going to hurt your significant other's feelings, then you know, listen to me for real. Like, see what they respond to and how they respond to it, and then go from there. You know, if they respond by you hollering, cussing, then do that. But if they don't, try a different approach. Hey, Felicia, thanks for the call. We got some more people in the phone queue.
I don't know what I was. I don't know what we was talking about on that one, but oh, I wasn't really trying to play it. I was trying to get to the next call, but since I heard they said, see what they respond to. Hey, I'm about to double down on it. Sometimes that's what needs to be done. You got people they only respond to you kicking, screaming, and smacking. That's what you might need to do to get their attention. Then some people, no, kicking, screaming, and scratching, it's not gonna do it. You gotta, you know, like what's the guy? He played the organ. He made that song said, try a little tenderness. I can't think of his name, but he an organist. That man used to kill that organ, but he sing, try a little tenderness. You gotta do that sometime. Y'all don't want to hear that though. Y'all want to hear that tenderness because when your emotions get high, you like, fuck that nigga's feelings. Fuck his feelings. Ow! I can holler now. I'm not in no hotel room. I can get real loud tonight. I mean, but you got to learn how to try a little bit of tenderness. Man up. Come on, man. Try a little bit of tenderness with her. But I already know sometimes when you try a little tenderness with them, they taking your softness for weakness. They think you some type of beta male. Beta! Bugs is crazy, boy. But let me get to this. Let me get to the next one. I was trying to get to the next call. This was a recap. This was a recap from the show that we the last show I did with Keisha. Till when Keisha come back on. Oh man, Keisha, where you at? Hope you listening. Right. If you sensitive, you need to work on you. Right. Get all that weak out of here. All right. Let me play this real quick.
Let me bring in my sister from the South. We gotta bring her in. My sister from the South, entrepreneur, diva extraordinaire. What's going on, Lakeyshia?
You are a mess.
Hold on, let me stop this right here. Y'all gotta listen to this. Y'all gotta listen to what she is about to say. And I can't wait for it to come on because I might have to play this again for her. But y'all gotta listen to what she about to say right here. Check this out.
Nothing. I am excited to tune in. I listened to the first guy, and then when you switched the subject around, I heard him, and I felt where he was going, and I also heard the young lady that you just
Otis Redding.
When it comes to the realism of where relationships are right now and what the energy that you put into it, I've been single for 5 years, and it was by choice. You know, you have different people that may say something different to say, well, you know, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you that you've been single? What is it that you ain't doing? It wasn't anything that I wasn't doing. I was preparing for the things that I'm doing right now and the heals and everything that I'm trying to accomplish. But in the midst of that time, I not only learned me, fell in love all over again with me, because I definitely don't have a low self-esteem at all. I love everything about me, my flaws and all. But what I saw in people, men and women, men became a little more insecure and a little more petty. And women became insecure in the motive of another woman complimenting them, another woman telling them something about their relationship. The man is quick to say, "Oh, she's hating." And for me, it had nothing to do with hating. I don't even give my opinion unless I'm asked. But if you ask me, you have to be ready for what's about to come out of my mouth. And I'm going to say it in a respectful manner. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. And so I used to say on my post a lot, I did text time humor. I don't know if you saw that on my post on Facebook, but I did text time.
What you post?
I posted tax time humor, and I said, listen, ladies, it is tax time. Please do not be fooled. He is only being nice because it is tax time. All year long, your man been doing his thing. Christmas time came around. His money was a little funny. He couldn't help
Pay attention, please.
And the third. But now tax time come around, and he's scamming you on the rub your feet.
Keisha.
Yes.
How you gonna mess up the game like that?
Oh no, baby, listen. It's called being jodied. For all the women that are on here, it is called being jodied. If you have a jody that's laying on your couch, that sleeps.
You talking about baby boy?
You darn right. That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you
listen,
it's for real. If you have one of those types and he's laying on your couch right now, if you listen to this, I want y'all to feel this in y'all spirit, ladies. If he is laying on your couch right now and you listening to me,
don't do that.
If you listening right now, I want you to go into that man's wallet and get his social security number, sweetie. Because guess what? He is your child.
No.
He your child.
Keisha.
You need to claim him on your income tax.
Keisha.
Baby, you deserve it. You deserve that check because you can take care of him.
I'm gonna stop it right there. Did y'all hear what she just said? She said if he land on your couch, go in his pocket and get his social security number out. Girl, come on. Hey, some men sleep with their pistols. So, ladies, I'm just saying, you hearing it from me. Ladies, you may not want to go in no man's pocket if he sleep with his pistol. I'll say this. If you got a man laying on your couch, ladies, this is what you need to do. You need to ask yourself, why is this man laying on my couch? How did this man get to my couch? What is it about my mindset that has allowed this man to lay up on my couch? You know what I'm saying? It's a song by, man, what's her name? She sang that song, How Did You Get Here? You know what I mean? Nobody was supposed to be here. But she caught at the crossroads trying to figure out how did this man steal her heart when she thought she had her heart guarded. Come on. It's just me in here today. She thought she had her heart guarded. She did not know that it could be that a man could just come out of thin air and make her open up her heart. But since he did, she want to ask the question, how did we get it? Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Ebony. Ebony on it. Deborah Cox. Nobody was supposed to be here. That's the problem. That's the problem. Ladies, what did you do? You know what I'm saying? In order for that man to even get through the door to lay on the couch, you had to unlock the deadlock. We're gonna speak on that. We're gonna speak on that tonight till she get here, till she come back in. But how did you get here? You know, like I know I get a lot of women talk about they baby daddies. He's scum. He ain't this. He ain't that. But again, how did he become the father? Come on. How did he become the father of your children? Hello. All right, now, ladies, I gotta ask you. Do men, okay, yeah, men, they talk about their baby moms. And that's another question, man, for the fellas. How did your baby mom become your baby mom? That's it. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Shannon, all the way from New Jersey. I see Jersey. I see Jersey trying to I see, I see Jersey trying to come up tonight. she said she told him he she said she told him she would take care of him. Right. That's how he got there. She said, you know, wait, don't worry about them bills. Hey, you know what? I wish I could use the voice that Shirley used in that song when Shirley was talking to that woman, talking about the clothes he wear, I bought, the food he ate, I bought. Yeah, I mean? Hey, but old girl, she probably said, don't worry about working. Don't worry about no bills. I got you. I'm going to take care of you. And then after the love is gone, after the horniness has stopped, after the honeymoon period has ended, you back at the crossroads trying to figure out how did he get here. I'm just saying this though. I mean, hey, I understand that no grown woman should be taking care of no grown man. I'm with you. But do not go and try to reach in that pocket. Do not go and try to reach in that pocket for that social security number. Hello, man, where D at? D, you still in there? Let me bring D back in. D. Come back in. Come back to the phone, D.
Bring D back in. Yeah, I'm here, boss. I'm here, boss.
Hey, D. When
Can
you
you
was
hear me?
when you was playing
I'm
Bumblebee,
here, boss.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
When you was out there playing Bumblebee, how did you end up on some of them ladies' couches?
I refuse to answer on the grounds I might plead the fifth and take a quart and a six pack.
How did you end up? How did you end up on them ladies' couches? We being transparent tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna be transparent. I'm gonna let this one out, but I'm gonna have to hold the rest too close to my chest. At the time I was playing Bumblebee, what was I had the setup like car wash. You know, like the dude that would call himself the fly with the big afro.
Talking
you know,
about
Mr.
the car wash. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I had to at that time I was singing that song by Rolls Royce called I Want to Get Next to You. And I mean when they hear the song, there wasn't nothing else they could do except say, "Come on home, Daddy."
Hey, look what old girl, look what Shan put on there. She said, nah, he put that great D on her, hit her with that sob story, and she fell for it. She said, "It's okay, boo, I got you." And her man ran with it. Now she's stuck with a grown boy. Hey, that's possibly can happen. See, thing is, hey, the penis has power.
Wait a minute. Now answer this question for me. Now we being transparent. Now answer this question for me.
Go ahead. I'm enjoying this. Go ahead.
I'm trying to get myself together, man.
I'm enjoying this.
Now, isn't the black community always saying we supposed to take care of one another?
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. If she gonna let me do that, go for the gold. The village taking care of one another.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm just saying, hey, I'm just saying it's power. You know how they say it's power in the other P, but it's power in the penis as well. And that's what happened. That man, he put that now I know who sing this, Babyface. He put that whip appeal. He put that whip appeal on her, and that was it. All he had to do, put that whip appeal, and then that's what she started singing. She started singing, "I'll buy your food, I'll buy your clothes. Soon as I get home from work."
Okay, bro, you done hurt my feelings. You done start singing. You done hurt my feelings now. Hey, but check this out. Where do you think the movie Miss Doubtfire came from? Where do you think the terminology Mr. Mom comes from?
I don't know. Tell me.
All of that comes from these women. But see now, check this out. A lot of these women like to holler, "I'm a strong black woman. Can't no man tame me." The bottom line is the only reason why can't no man tame them is they haven't ran in the right pasture yet. You know, like the little grass and stuff that's top of pasture. If the woman run across the right pasture, hey, shout out to you, Star. If the woman run across the right pasture, you know, right grassy lane, it doesn't matter how strong a black woman she thinks she is. It's nature that says a man can pick your lock and sit at your house while you at work.
Facts.
You'll be sitting at the house wagging your tail like a little puppy hollering, "When Daddy coming home?"
Oh man. Fail. When is Daddy coming on? Oh man, I ain't got that camera set up. That camera clowning. But we got John. We got Big John in the building. What up, John?
What's good? Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear nothing. I don't know.
Check. This one on.
Hold on, try the other one. Let's see what's up with the other one.
Check.
Yeah, they both on now. Yeah.
Check. We in the building.
when I get a chance to take a break, I'm try to get this camera situated.
I was listening on the way here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Try to see what happened to our guest, man. See if our guest pop back in the. I know she a busy woman, y'all. She got all kind of businesses. She probably had to tend to one of them.
Yeah, y'all was clowning.
Man, we just keeping it real.
She said if the man's laying on the couch.
Yeah. She said if he laying on the couch, man, let me go back. Hold on. I see, because she still was saying some more. Let me play that.
All year long. Yes.
Mr. Cappy, get her. Mr. Cappy, get her. Get her, Mr. Cappy.
I said, let her talk.
I have to let them know. I'm not taking man. I ain't taking for now. I'm being serious. And as far as in a relationship, a man can't finesse me. A man cannot finesse me. Ladies, y'all gotta stop. And men too. Y'all gotta stop being finessed. That is the word. When you sitting there, I'm talking about, I see it a mile away. I'm sure y'all done seen Madea. When Madea say at 20, you feel like this here. It's cute when a man getting your nails done, feet done. At 20, nah, boo-boo. It wasn't like that. I was making more money than my mama than when I was 20. So
man, they still won't. Man, hold on. Let me stop this. Man, at the age 40, I know chicks 40s and 50, they still want a nigga to get their hair, their feet, and nails done. Stop with the cow.
Please believe.
I'm talking about some at 20. At 20,
cap.
she was making more money than her mom.
Big cap.
Hold on.
That done, no. And at 30, and Madea said you looking at him like look to the left. And at 40, and I ain't 40 yet, I'm 36. But at 40, you looking at him like, boy, stop playing, going back over there to your mama house. No, ma'am. Relationships nowadays.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you, Keith. So is that part of the reason why you're not in a relationship right now? Is because, are those the type of men you attracted? Men that, dead weight, that you got to go in their pocket and get their social security number?
Oh, no. I don't do Jodies. And see, that's I don't do Jodies. I actually have a great caliber of men that come my way, but it's always something. See, when you get a woman that is very
she don't do Jody. Hold on, let me stop.
It's always something.
Stop. She don't do Jody. But why are we speaking on Jody?
I can tell her how Jody getting on the couch
all day. Go ahead. I'm about to try to fix this camera.
See, what she don't realize is there's a caliber of woman that, and I want to say it's usually with the older women, but I can't say that because with the younger women too. They've been in these relationships that don't work. You know what I mean? And they got to a point in their lives where they say, you know what? Let me, like she said, let me focus on myself. Let me at least get some money so I can live comfortably. They get on the grind, they get their money, they're living how they want to live. They got the house, the car, they comfortable, but something's missing, And if they're older, their kids might be out of the house already. If they're younger, they might not have no kids at all. But here along comes this guy. He don't have no car. He don't necessarily have no job. He might not even be intelligent necessarily, but his conversation is engaging. And now you have somebody that your frame of mind switches. I got somebody for me now. You take that man in, you feed him, you clothe him, you know what I'm saying? Forget regardless of what he got going on, that woman is thinking, I got somebody for me. This is my man. You know what I mean? And I've seen a lot of women like that. That's all they want. They want somebody for them. They tired of putting up these, I'm not going to say all of the expectations are unrealistic because they're supposed to have a job. They're supposed to have their own car. They're supposed to have their own place. But that after a while, when you start getting up in age or you've been single for so long, those walls start breaking down. And you just want somebody for you. And you say, he got all these negative things about him. He ain't got this, this, and this, but he's here for me. You know what I'm saying? And those walls get to breaking down. And that's how Jody get on the couch. I've seen it. He ain't got no car. He ain't got no job. He might even be a D-boy, an unsuccessful D-boy. But guess what? When she get home, that bath water ready.
You already know. She
Food
got that
cooked.
steak on the stove.
Food cooked.
Steak on the stove.
House clean.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? He talking about, baby, how was your day? Oh, what you do? I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing much but lay around the house. She know I ain't laying around the house because the house clean, dinner cooked. You know what I mean? Bath water ready. He got oils and shit out. Let me rub you down. I know you've been on your feet all day.
So let
Matter of
me
fact,
rub you down.
let me rub you down. You know what I'm saying? Not just a little foot rub, the whole back, the full body rub. Let me rub you down. And that back rub and that body rub feel amazing.
Some of them don't deserve all that.
And they get all of that. You know what I'm saying? And this is coming from a dude with no job, no car, no nothing, but they done rubbed you down.
Straight up.
Now after you didn't ate a good meal, he done rubbed you down. Now he sex you good.
Right.
So now on your days off, he got the whip and he going around doing what he got to do. He didn't put no gas in it because he ain't got no money to put no gas in it. But he rolling around in the whip. That's how Jody. That's how Jody gets. 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 How Jody gets.
I tried now. We should be good now.
Test with the test of the test.
Yeah, we good now. All right.
Yeah, but that's how Jody get on the couch. They know. You know what I'm saying? And just because that don't work for you, that don't mean that that's wrong for somebody else. That's what that woman want. You know what I mean? She want that guy that's there for them. And that's how it happened. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I'm about to sit up there. I ain't never had a chance
to get on the stage.
And I ain't never had a chance to sit on the stage on my own show. But I'm on this mug. I'm gonna sit on it till Kiki get here.
Ain't that something? what's that? Who that chick that was on here that I was listening to? That's who we have.
That's who she coming on. I think she got busy with something. She had to dip out. But I told her we was gonna take a few minutes.
Her name Lakeyshia.
Yeah, Lakeyshia Hampton. She from the South, Atlanta, Georgia. She a serialpreneur, got all kind of businesses.
Okay.
And she working on this book too. That's why I wanted her to come on there so she could talk about this book.
Did she tell you the name of it?
That's why I'm about to mess it up. Hold on, let me see. Think she said because she said she ain't really gave it a name yet, but she thinking about calling it. Hold on. I used to be the other woman or something. No, the other woman. Yeah, that's it. She gonna call it the other woman. So stay tuned for that. I want to check that book out because she said it's not what we think it is.
It sounds interesting.
She said it ain't what we think it is.
But you never guess what I found today in my car. And I know I got it from when we did the vagina monologues.
Oh, what's that?
It was a pin that you put on your shirt. I love female orgasm.
Oh man, I remember that. Dang, I don't even know if I got one. I remember that, man.
I know where this is from.
I'm so mad because they, I don't know. I just got that camera and something I pressed on that camera that deleted all the footage from there. I was like, man, what did I do? Erased all the footage, just gone. But I know how to work that camera now, though. I know how to work that camera now, yes, sir. But yeah, that's how Jody got that. Ladies, any rebuttals, ladies? Let me see if I can see the chat from here. I want to see what they talk about in the chat. Any rebuttals? Because thing is, that's the question. Because I mean, no, you know what? I'm gonna ask this question though. Have you ever been a Jody?
Have I ever been a Jody?
I think we all. I know I've been a Jody before. I know I have.
I never had the pleasure of being a Jody. I would have.
You ain't never had a chick take care of you?
Nah, not really.
They ain't say John.
Because I've always
John, just sit back, relax. I'm gonna buy you all your Black and Miles. I'm gonna buy you all the weed you need.
I've been spoiled, but I ain't never had the opportunity to be a Jody.
Okay.
Well, I just had to do nothing except you gonna go in there and make them tacos.
Okay.
I ain't had to, you know what I mean? It sounds nice. I see it all the time. Like, man, it must be nice.
Shannon, her name is Lakeyshia Hampton. I'm about to drop it in the chat.
Matter of fact, it's funny that y'all having this conversation tonight because I saw a skit on Facebook, and it was like it says when you get you when you become a sugar baby. You know, that's the opposite of a sugar daddy. You know, when the older woman takes
Yeah.
care of the younger man,
Yeah.
sugar baby. And it was a nice looking older woman, you know what I'm saying, had herself together, and he was laying in the bed. And she came in and she said, "Baby, wake up." She said, "I'm about to go to work." She said, "I got your breakfast on the way. Bacon, eggs, grits, all the stuff you asked for is coming on the way. I got Uber Eats coming." She said, "You need your haircut?" She said, she started breaking off racks. She said, "You need your haircut?"
Oh yeah, I seen that video.
She said, "Your stuff looking a little scrubbed. You need to go to that barber my son go to." She's like, "Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you all this. Go get your haircut." She said,
His baby mom
she
too.
said,
She gave him money for her.
did you take your baby mama out to eat?" Or she said something. "Did you see your baby mama?" She said, "Take your baby mama out, get her hair done, and take your son out to eat." And she said, "What is this?"
Man, she could have been capping for the camera though.
She said, I thought I told you give me all your bills. Matter of fact, give me this. I'm gonna pay this today. I told you don't worry about nothing, baby. I got you.
Where those women at? We need more of them.
Man, I was like, what? Must be. He said, "Go get your baby mama hair done." I said, what? But I know some guys that would frown upon that. I'm not saying, I just say it must be nice, to at least experience it. I ain't never get to experience it. I bet you if Fields called right now, he'd be like, "Nah, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I've always been the provider." I know what Fields would say.
Where you at, Fields? I tag Fields in the video. Where you at, Fields?
He might be on the road.
Come through, Fields. Come through, cause
but
I know. I remember you said you wanted what's her name? What's her name? Kim Kardashian to take care of you and and your wife.
I was supposed to hit my man Sammy up too. Sammy wanted to get on and everything
tonight.
Yeah, he wanted to, just I'm gonna tell him at least call in. But yeah, I said, dang, I said, must be nice. I said, sugar baby, huh? I didn't even know that existed till I heard about it.
Man, but women been taking care of men for years though.
Uh-huh.
For years, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I ain't really necessarily with it. No, I'm not. I mean, I'm traditional, so I'm all about if you taking care of me, that mean that for me personally, I don't feel like I'm a man if you have been taking care of me.
But I've seen women who just want to have a man. They want to have a man. I ain't gonna say his name, but you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my uncle. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen him do some things to where these women they just want a certain type of man. You know what I mean? And they ponder over them like, what's going on, man? Come to the spot, man. And the chick then gave him the key. We at the crib watching the game all day. You know what I'm saying? Or, he done met the little chick. She way in Chicago somewhere at the club. He was like, "Hey, come through," and she done left. Got him something to eat, but got us something to eat. Got like 2 Crave cases, and then came all the way from Chicago to his spot in Gary. I've seen it, So it does exist, And this is not something. This is stuff that they're doing willingly. They ain't like they being finessed. Right. They doing it willingly. Right. So
I tried to run back over here and see if she came into the queue. I ain't want to keep her hanging, but yeah, man. Let me see. They will know. Say hey, DJ. Hold on. What Shannon say? Say hey, the DJ. You the grown boy on the couch. Well, I'm just saying we all have been there. We all done had some type of chick take care of us for a minute. But you know what? I had a chick pay my rent, 2 months rent, but I paid her back though. So because I didn't want her to be talking about I paid your, you know how it is, get into that little argument. I paid your rent. I did this, that. Like, no, I
Mhm.
paid you back my rent. So now what?
you
Now
paid
what?
her back.
Yeah.
You know why you paid her back? Because you ain't want to come at you like Cardi B.
Yeah.
She said, it's my dick and I want it now. He was gonna be on.
Okay, Shannon. Much love, Shannon. Thank you. Appreciate you for coming out and stopping through, Shannon. Let me see. All right. Okay. I'm waiting for the guests. I don't know what's on that. What is after that? Man, I don't know where Kiki is. Let me give a shout out to Shannon.
Most deaf.
Mr. D. Hold on, Mr. D. All right, Mr. D. It's just the fellas. King Dwayne, man. Shout out to King Dwayne.
Oh,
But he had a long day.
Shout out to
At
K
work.
Dizzle.
Yeah, he had a long day at work. He won't be coming through
You
tonight.
mean they got scared? Got scared called Big Daddy was on the phone. Okay, I understand.
Oh, you talking about Shannon? You talking about Shannon?
Yeah, they all got scared because I was on the phone. All right. Well, tell Q and Miss Lakeyshia, they ain't got to get scared. I ain't gonna rough them up. I ain't gonna tell them to tell the truth tonight.
Oh yeah, let me. I'm glad you said. Let me finish playing. We're gonna finish playing because I don't know if she gonna come back at night. I don't know what happened to her. But I will say this though. When I do my shows, I don't dedicate the whole show to a person. If I was taking too long, I do have to open up. I do have to open up and do my own introduction. And sometimes it might take a minute for that introduction. So I'm not gonna give you my whole 2-hour show. But all right, let me go on and play this real quick.
She can handle things for the most part that's coming her way. Those things are intimidating. I found that they're intimidating, but they're not intimidating to a real man. They're intimidating to a boy. So when you do get a man that is just like you, as in he has acquired the things that you've acquired, then he got a little more oomph about himself. So you got to take time with him. I have several potentials. Plenty potentials actually.
Potentials.
But I
what does that mean?
I
Potentials.
when I do things.
Okay. All right. She said you got to take some time with the ones that's got a little bit more You got to take time with the Jodies too. Because Jody thing is Jody just may not be fucking just you. He probably fucking somebody else too.
And look what Jody turned out to be.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
When she say stuff like, when he got what you got, why does it have to be material? You know what I'm saying? Why does it have to be material?
Well, that's the type of world we live in.
I know a lot of
material transitional world.
I ain't gonna say no names, but I know some guys that was going through some things. You know what I'm saying? And they everybody was saying, what he doing? What is he doing every day? Da-da-da. Couple, you know what I'm saying? A little bit later on in the future, now they got stuff going for them. You know what I'm saying? Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me.
Most definitely. Let me cue her up one more time. Let's see.
You don't have to rush into it, and you don't have to lay up to get nothing that you want. It's a such court. It ain't dead.
Okay.
It's not dead.
Okay, all right. I'm digging. I'm digging what you said. Let me say what?
I said all men are not dogs. All women are not dogs. It's just that when you have
most definitely.
We gotta find each other. Like when that girl
most definitely
find that other friend, that's when they connect.
No, I agree with that.
Most definitely.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, we gotta find each other. Most definitely gotta find each other. What you got on that, D?
You still there, D? He must be getting some ice for that Pepsi.
Can you hear me, boss?
Yeah, there you go.
Am I there?
You there?
Okay. Want to say real quick, amen. Put my diplomatic hat back on. Shout out to Shannon Starr. Shout out to Ebony. Ebony, you know you my girl now. You know you all right. Shout out to Big John. Big John. He's got that hat on tonight. I'm kind of nervous now. He might be ready to jump on somebody.
Shout out to you, Mr. D. Hoorah.
Oh, yeah, you want to know.
Hey, but check this out. Most women hate to admit the fact that there is a man out there that'll do everything that John said. You know, got the bath water ready. The ladies, okay, we'll do it like this. We'll say the ladies at work, she on her way home, dude got the bath water ready, the house clean, and got the food cooked, but flip that pancake over. The guy got all this going on for the lady because he already slipped lady number 2 already out the door. So he know what time she's coming home. He know what time she's coming home. So he's got to have the house ready for her. So
why you gotta take it
forward, you know?
Mr. D, you know you like Darth Vader. You always gotta take it to the dark side.
I can't help it. That's Paris Island coming out.
Is that where you went to, John? Paris Island?
No, I was in California.
That's right, San Diego.
San Diego,
Oh,
yeah.
He a Cali boy. He a Cali boy.
Yeah.
Mr. D was what, North Carolina?
I thank God I wasn't in Paris Island, Mr. D.
Now, hey, man, I'm going to tell you, if when you finish at Paris Island, you come out 2 ways, crazy and more crazy.
Mosquitoes look like dogs.
Wow, they just biting big chunks out of it.
Man, I heard it was terrible out there.
Ooh-wee. Uh-oh, let's see who done popped in now. Let's see who done popped in now.
You know,
no, go ahead, keep going, D.
Yeah, okay, you know, a lot of women have had their lives screwed up so long, so bad. When they run across a good dude, they don't even know how to act.
True.
I mean, facts. So many don't know how to act.
True.
I be trying to tell them. I be like, hey, I'm not that nigga.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, the last man, he wouldn't do this. He wouldn't grab my ass. I'm like, well, I'm not that nigga.
I have to keep it sort of PG-13. I ain't gonna say I crawl up in it and hide, you know. But
whoa.
But you know, there's some women, man, that hate to admit the fact that a lot of them can't find a good guy because some of them got more mileage on them than my tires, and my tires like 150.
Ooh.
So, you know, if a woman finds a guy that's going to go ahead and lay on the couch and treat her like that, you know, got everything ready for her.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. D.
I get it.
Mr. D. Okay, have you seen the post on my page that says, let's be honest, the truth is some women, they are allergic to good guys or something else like that about the reason why they allergic to good guys or something else why they can't find a good man because they just don't want no good man. But you got to see the comments that's on there. When I get back to my seat, I'm gonna look at my phone. I'm gonna look at my phone and I'm gonna go through it. But you got to see the comments. Well, some of the stuff people saying, cause I'm like, well, that's not it because it ain't no man out there that's good, and it's something up with every man. So that's not what it is. I'm like, you a negative woman. I told the chick, I'm like, you are a miserable negative woman. She wanted to get offended. I'm like, you negative. I'm like, anytime you say that you that every man is not good, so like that means that you'll never find a man. You're gonna be by yourself. Oh well, I'm good with that.
Wow.
When that rose go out, we'll see how good she is. That little rabbit, the little bunny rabbit, that Rose. You know that Rose that
Adam and Eve joint.
No, yeah, it's the little sex toy.
I seen it.
Roses are in bloom. That's what they say.
If you stay up playing 2K late at night and cut the 2K off, and don't nothing be on, that Adam and Eve stuff pop right on.
Yeah, they be doing them infomercials. If you press 1 now, you can get a free rose with your order of 10 vibrators. Press 1 now.
With an extra USB cord.
Talking about, oh yeah, these roses, they never go out. Okay. All right.
You can plug this up just like plugging up your phone.
And that goes back to my other point when I wrote the one post where it says that if he don't take care of me sexually, he's not the one for me. And then I put the red flags, and I wrote, maybe you just ran through, because look at what you're doing with yourself with a vibrator. You are desensitizing your vagina, and now the next man you get, you expect his penis to be able to take the place of that inanimate object that you just put in there. All right, that's another teacher for tonight. I'm going back to my seat.
Your Facebook chat line is bumping. Selena K in there had a lot to say.
Hey, now see, a lot of these women, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of them. I'll say some of the ones I was playing Bumblebee with. Some of them, they want something, and then after they get it, they really don't know how to appreciate it. And when you find a woman that's doing all that talk about this man ain't this and that man ain't that, the chances is that woman is not what she's supposed to be. So instead of putting the blame on herself, she's pointing her finger at somebody else. Like the Temptation said, when you're living in a glass house, don't throw no stones.
Is it on my page?
Ebony gonna say y'all the ones with the mouths.
That's what I'm saying. Ebony said y'all like the ones with mouths. I'll put it like this. At one point in time of my life, I liked the women that had a lot of drama. I didn't know her vagina had the mouths, but I liked the women, the loud ones that be in the room. I used to them the ones I used to tell my guy, like, watch, I can pull her in 2 seconds. Boom, have her just like that. But after a while, with all that drama and stuff, I almost going to get shot up and stuff. I was like, oh no, I can't be around y'all type of women. So I had to let them go. I can't do that. What are you doing, D? Okay, let me bring in the heat. We got the heat. We got the heat on the scene, D. I'm about to bring her in. I don't know why she didn't show up.
Bring the heat in. I need to be as cold as it is out here.
I know it's cold. We got that Minnesota weather now.
What's up, Kiki?
Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, what's up?
Are you sitting in the corner?
I'm sitting in the corner, yes.
You see that? You see what she's sitting there, John?
I see her. Who put you on punishment?
Nah, like, listen, don't nobody put the heat on punishment. I put myself on punishment before
here we go with the bull. Here we go with the bull.
Hey, T, I'm gonna tell you what put her in the corner over there. Remember the other night she was talking about that fried bologna sandwich? Yeah, you go on in the corner, girl.
You talking about some fried bologna the other night, Kiki?
Yeah, I mentioned it.
Wait, on the video?
I didn't know it was going to be held against me.
You said it on the video? I must have catch that.
I said it.
About to make that
hey, what's up, Key? How you doing, girl?
Good, Mr. D. How are you?
I'm just doing raggedy and fine. Hey, you say if you sing like that video again, you gonna mess around and have me sitting on the porch wagging my tail.
I cannot. Let me get myself together. Let me get myself out the corner.
Come out of the closet. No. You got it. So why you didn't come out? We looking for you to show up.
You didn't tell me to show up, so
I said come in there like John.
Oh, I just thought you said
9.
I mean, I know you said 9, but I didn't know to come out.
John,
Not being submissive. Not being submissive.
I mean,
Mr. D.
I don't know.
I said show up at 9. Hey, Kiki, it's a speed dating event going on.
You know, you got to tell me what it is.
It's a speed dating event going on here in the building on Saturday, 7 p.m. to 10.
Speed dating?
Quickie Connections.
Speed dating?
I'm about to put it up to the camera. Hold on.
Quickie Connections.
Can you see?
Yeah, put it up some. Okay. Send it to me. I can speed date.
All right, come get your connection. This might be your breakthrough on Saturday. This just might be your breakthrough.
It ain't gonna be that.
Your husband might be there.
That's what I'm saying. Your breakthrough.
Y'all got jokes tonight, right?
No, I'm just saying your husband might be there.
I said you got jokes tonight, right?
Kiki, after what we didn't heard tonight, yeah, we do got jokes. Matter of fact, I might rewind it just to let you hear what was said tonight.
Why you think
I
your
mean,
husband won't be there?
It's a number of reasons why he won't be there.
Why, Kiki?
Yeah, get her, John.
Well, I can just give you one reason.
Man, grill her, John. Give her the reason.
Is because Kiana's not ready. So he's not gonna be there.
I mean, you don't have to marry him after you see him the next day, but what if he's interesting enough to let him court you?
There you go. Get her. Go ahead.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't waste my times though, because I don't have times to waste. I'm about to die out here in these streets.
So what if that courting turns into, you know what? He's looking like he's the one.
I mean, if it looks like that, John, you know me. I can handle the heat, so
I'm about to get it though. I'm about to get it. So, okay,
I have to take it.
She just said she can handle the heat.
Yeah.
All right, well, check this out then. If you can handle the heat so much, haven't you, Miss Heat, haven't you heard about married people that said they weren't looking for nothing, they didn't want nothing, and boom, here it go. It just popped right up in my lap.
Yeah, I believe it. Normally, when you're not looking for something, you'll find something. But be careful with what you find.
This your breakthrough, though. This your breakthrough on Saturday. That'll be your breakthrough.
I mean, you can speak it all you want to. But
oh, you know, I dare you get in one of your pastors or preachers prayer line and tell him you can speak it out you want. I dare you tell him that where's Pastor Antoine when you need him? Where's Pastor Antoine when you need him?
18.
Yeah.
T.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tell Kiki if she finds the one on this speed date, she got to bring him before the man so that the man can go ahead and make sure he's qualified. Now that's you and John. Y'all got to run the brother through the test because you got to look out for your sisters.
Straight up.
Right.
Y'all always say the black man got to look out for the sisters.
We might grill him on the show.
No, John, take him to the gun range, John.
We might take him to the gun range.
Big brother John got to take him to the gun range.
He got to be a protector.
Right. And he got to be a provider.
Y'all doing too much.
And I can teach you about being the priest. I can teach you about being the priest at a home. Meaning
Listen, y'all, no, I don't want y'all to scare the man away.
Like Bad Boys, can you fight? Can't fight.
Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. They're not gonna scare the man away because you already said the other day on the show, on the program, that you needed a bologna sandwich that had to be fried. So we gonna make that. So
yeah, you gonna get that loony sandwich. You gonna get that loony sandwich. She want that loony. She want that bologna with cheese. The Theo special. He said, Theo, how did you expect to eat bologna and cereal?
Y'all wrong.
We keep it in the buck
He might
tonight.
could do it all, Kiki, from Benihana's to beanies and weenies.
Hey,
he
but I
might
gotta
be
ask
everything
y'all.
in between.
I gotta ask y'all though, did y'all catch how Pastor Antoine fried your boy AD?
Last week?
No, on Sunday. I watched his Pastor Antoine's. I watched his Pastor Antoine's show. I said show. I watch his services.
Mm-hmm.
And right before he got ready to preach, he was like, "Now, I'd like to say, this past Thursday, I was invited." No, I can't do his voice, but he was like, "This past Thursday, I was invited to do an internet talk radio show." He said, "Let me just show a little something that happened." And it was D on there trying to grill him.
Oh,
yeah, D tried to grill him, and he showed it. He was like, "See, look at this. I watched this." He asked D. He said, "Do you have your Bible with you now?" D said, "No." I know y'all remember when D said he didn't have the Bible. He said, "Now look at that." The whole church was like, "Oh no!"
Oh wow!
He fried you, D. He fried you.
Hey, defense. Now, that was the brother first time out the gate. I couldn't just rope a dope and beat him up on the first time, but wait till February, Black History Month. I'm gonna get black.
Ooh.
Oh, hey.
Ooh.
Cause see, what happened was the brother said some stuff to the congregation, and I forgot the number one rule in radio. The announcer has the last say.
Right.
So he had some things he said to the church I wasn't able to come back on him with, but I got him this time, buddy.
Well, I put it like this. The thing
I got a whole fried.
D tried to rope him, and he couldn't rope him. And the pastor came back and said, "Now look, check this out."
Well, I kind of feel D on that because
Okay.
he kind of answered some stuff when we was
That's
on
right.
there.
We'll see what he say next time.
He answered some questions that
I'm
I had.
Hey.
Go ahead, D.
Hey, wait till the preacher come back next time. I'm bringing out the brass knuckles. I tried to give him a break because he was a virgin, but now he's a veteran, so I'm at to work with him next time.
We're gonna have a good time when he comes back on. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
Why you looking like that? Why you looking like that, Kiki?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just listening.
Up on the first time out the gate,
I feel you. I feel you on that.
I got him though. You guys make sure y'all watch the Black History program when it comes on, when Brother Antoine come back. Make sure y'all watch it and put your tapes on DVR so you can rewind it and sell video copies of what's about to happen.
But yeah. So yeah, get back to Kiki. Did you hear what was said tonight?
I heard a little bit of what was said, not everything.
She said that if you got a man living on your couch, go in his pocket and take his social security number out,
so you can claim him on your taxes because that's your child.
Well, I mean,
don't tell me you agree with that.
No, I wouldn't go so far to that. That's a low blow. I don't do low blows unless I have to. But that's a low blow. I wouldn't go that far with it. And that's why we have I can respect a person's opinion and everything like that, but that's why we have a whole lot of problems, because we're not sitting down and trying to figure out how we can do better and be better. We rather just throw blows. But when you get done throwing blows, then at the end of the day, people still gonna do what they want to do, how they want to do. So I mean, it's a way that we kind of need to voice things. I'm really off from, and really, I've watched so many things today on social media that has to do with relationships, people feeling some type of way. I seen a comment today. I said I was going to try to do a segment of a podcast about it when I seen one of my male friends had posted. He was just like, if you're on social media and you showing your body and busting it wide open for all of social media to see, how do you expect for a real man to want to wife you? My response to what he said, I simply said, it's a sad story when women like that are being wives. We're missing what's going on here. A lot of women that are sitting on social media that are showing their bodies and stuff like that, men are hitting the heart button, they're hitting the like button, and then some of them are in the DMs. These women who are out doing what they want to do when they want to do it are being wives. They are being wifey. They are getting that conversation from men. And really, I look at it like this. When you see that, now the man is thinking, and he's thinking in his lustful mind, because that's the first thing that's going to happen if you're showing all of your anus and more. But we got it wrong because we have changed the language of how. I remember when hoes or promiscuous women or whores, I'm just using names that we know, tramps. I remember that when that wasn't a good thing back when we were younger. Now it's become such a social media good thing. And it is what it is. We've changed the language, but I've seen so much today talking about relationships, and I just think we do it all wrong.
I remember a podcast that we had back in April, and the same person that's bringing up this subject, they was against what I said. Do you remember that, John?
What'd you say?
We was talking about meeting women at first sight that's twerking and dropping it like it's hot, and responded to them as such, and people were saying, "Oh, a woman can't twerk. She can't twerk without being called a hoe." Do y'all remember that show? It was two ladies that was on the panel.
We was at the Illusions, ain't it?
We was at Illusions, and two ladies that was on the panel was yelling at us, talking about, "Oh, a woman can't twerk without being called a hoe. What you mean?" Da, 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 da.
What if I'm out with my girlfriends having a good time?
I remember all that. I had to call you out, Kiki. I had to call you out. What you got to say for yourself?
Well, the whole thing is this. What did I tell you about me? I said you'll never find me twerking.
Yeah, you said you don't do that.
Now I don't do it.
But so you also hollered and said, "Why a woman can't do it?"
What I meant by that is just to save third base here. What I meant by that was, first of all, women who are going to twerk are just going to twerk. I'm just saying you can't say that a woman, listen, you can't, well, you can if you want to. You can judge whatever you want to judge, however you judge. But what I'm saying is some of these women, whether they twerk or not, I've seen women do twerk that don't twerk on a regular. So may have done it, may have been drunk or whatever, I don't know. But may have done it, but I don't see that on a regular from them. Can I say as a woman that she's a hoe? No, she's just doing something that I don't normally do. Me not twerking, does that mean I'm not a hoe? And that's why I say when we start using, not saying that I am, but when we start judging people according to really what you just have to be careful, because you really don't know and really can't say unless you have been with that person. Unless you really know that person. You can't say a person's a hoe just about what they doing.
I can kind of agree on that, Kiki, because I was about to ask you, like, what about the young woman that's out there? She's young. She's out there with her girlfriends. It's her birthday, or it's her girlfriend's her best friend's birthday, and they out there, they twerking, they having a good time. They ain't looking for a man. They out there with their girlfriends. They want to shake their behind and have fun. You know what I'm saying? Or about the young lady that's in the gentleman's club. She's dancing, she's stripping, she's doing all these things.
That's her job.
But what we don't know is
That's her
she
job.
done put herself through school, and a couple years later, she got a couple degrees. Now she don't dance no more. You know what I'm saying? Now she's got her own practice, or she's working in her field, making a lot of money. But she did that as a quick way to make some money to do what she got to do, which is go, in the direction of her career. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it happen all the time. You know what I mean? And some stick with it because it's fast money, and some go the other route and they go back to school and they get an education. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. You can't put every woman in a box like that and say, okay, well, boom, 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 because that's part of life. You're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to,
Is twerking part of life, John?
man, twerking is part of life. You know what I'm saying? Them young girls out there, they want to have fun. You know what I'm saying? They want to get out there and enjoy themselves. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
This is what I said. I didn't say they was a hoe, but what I was saying is that they gonna probably get treated like one. Like, oh man, I walk right up on you, you dropping it like it's hot. I'm like, okay, well then so I need you to drop it on me like it's hot. That's probably the reaction that you're gonna probably get from most men. That's what I was trying to say.
I mean, but if you're a man, don't be no freaking knucklehead, go up and grab her waist and ass and start pumping and grinding on her. You walk up to her and say, "Can I dance with you?"
Well, you
said
it right. You said it right. A man.
Yeah.
We don't have too many of those these days. You don't have too many of those. You have betas, you have simps, you have wannabes. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have men out there today. You got men that come straight in the club and then they grabbing ass, talk about, hey, what it do?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess to each his own, but
That's all I was saying. Like first impressions, last impressions. Like, hey, the first time I saw you was dropping it like it's hot. So I couldn't tell whether you was a good girl or not. I just know you dropped it.
Right. I know you dropped it.
That's all I know.
But let's be also real. There's some guys out there who found their wife dropping it hot in the club. You know what I'm saying?
And then some men they liked it.
And they liked it because it was appealing to them.
Right.
They got the number. Later on, they had a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not going to treat you a certain kind of way because I saw you dance in a certain kind of way. Let's have a conversation. And through that conversation, they found out they had some things in particular. Next, they start dating. Boom. And it led to a relationship. Everybody's not in the world is not an asshole. We do have some out there, but like Kiki said, you can't put, everybody in that same category unless you intimately know them. So that's what it is. Your thoughts, Kiki?
Huh?
I say your thoughts.
I mean, I just agree because there are a lot of us that are walking around that have on a mask. And what I mean by that is you don't necessarily have to twerk to be a hoe. You can be sitting right in ministry and be one. You can be sitting in the president's office working up under the president and be a hoe.
I know plenty.
You can be. So what I'm saying is, before we start with the next, see, I don't really like name calling though. I've never liked it, but it happens. But what I'm saying is get to know the person before you go there with it. You don't know why people are taking the measures that they're taking, because a lot of us out here are dealing with a whole lot of things and we are not handling our situations according to how we should. And so what happens is Your mindset could be all over the place, and you thinking, man, and you got to go back to this: drinking, drugs, all of that plays a part in it as well. Because if you're drinking and you're taking in drugs and all this kind of stuff, do know that your mindset is not the same as if you were not doing that.
Depends on the person.
It depends on the person. But what I'm saying is, you're up under a whole nother substance, and you cannot tell me that if you sip something or you take in drugs that your mindset is the same when you don't do it. But I'm just throwing that out there, because a lot of times we do play this little judgment game where we judge other people and how they do what they do. Listen, I'm all for what people want to do, because that's what they're going to do. I let people be who they are, and it doesn't bother me, because if people are around me, I want them to be who they are anyway. I want them to be exactly who they are. I don't want anyone around me that feels like they're uncomfortable and can't be who they want to be. I said that the last time that we were on a podcast, when we was talking about the women that was sitting there talking about the men that they had been with, and how they were doing certain things that they didn't agree with sexually. And I'm like, this man wants to be vulnerable. So what he needs to do at this point is he needs to find him somebody that he can be vulnerable with. That's not going to go behind his back and talk about what he's done. We doing too much, man.
You talking about Angela Yee?
Yeah.
Angela Yee.
That conversation that she had with the other young ladies. But yeah, I mean, listen, I'm all for a talk when it has to do with relationships, but I see so much, and then I've seen so much disaster in the past week, because I'm on a lot of groups that have to do with relationships, and you see people that are broken, that are dealing with abusive relationships, people that are suffering, people that are dealing in pain. And these people, when they go on social media and they're putting their situation out there up under their real name and stuff like that, I feel for them, not because you're putting your business out there, but I feel for them because they're doing it because they need answers. They need to know how to walk away. They need to know what the next step is. This stuff is crazy out here. But people are hurting and people need help. And I'd rather be a help to somebody than to discourage them.
Well, it's funny that you said that, because in a lot of times relationship, a lot of the biggest problems that we overlook is that people don't listen to each other. We always talk about talking and communicating, and I feel like, how can you effectively communicate if you don't listen? You know what I mean? Me and Tyron have dealt with children for years, and there's a specific place that I worked at that they had an adult unit downstairs, and every now and then I would go down and work with the adults, and the adults were mostly suicidal or had suicidal issues or attempts or whatever. So we had to have this group therapy or whatever. So I had like 10 people. We sat in this room, and I told them, I said, okay, well, listen, everybody. I said, I myself have never dealt with suicide or depression, and I don't really know anybody, friends or family, who have dealt with suicide or depression. Not that much. So I don't believe it's going to help you guys if I read out of this book. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the table, and I want you to talk about the best time in your life, whether it been when you had married, kids, your first job, whatever, the best time you felt the best in your life. And then I want you to talk about how you think you can get back to that. So we start going around the table, and people start talking, and before you knew it, they were shedding tears, and they was exchanging numbers, because a lot of their stories were similar. They were, doing, and I was learning a lot. And I would tell them, hey, thank you for sharing that. Okay, so-and-so, you go ahead. So by the time I got to the 5th person, the chick came down. She was like, John, you had a break yet? You took your lunch yet? I said, no. He said, well, go ahead and go on lunch, and I'm gonna swap you out. I said, okay, bet. So this young lady comes down, and she starts telling them how she's got a degree in psychology or whatever it was pertaining to that field or whatever, and she got to talking to them about what God wants you to do this, and when you wake up in the morning, their minds wasn't tuned to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So they got real upset because they liked the route that they were going, what we were doing. They were letting people hear them, and people were listening to them. So when I came back from lunch, I had like 3 or 4 of them rush me, and it was like, John, what the fuck was this? And I was like, what? What's going on? They were like, why'd that bitch come down there and fuck up our group? I said, wait a minute, what's going on? This bitch got to talk about her degrees and what God wants you to do, and we were fine with what we were doing. We were getting some kind of good therapy out of this, and we were talking to each other and listening. I don't want to hear that bitch talk. You know what I'm saying? But they were listening to each other. They were getting something out of that. You know what I'm saying? And she came down. I know she didn't mean no harm. She was trying to help. You know what I'm saying? But she got to spewing, and it became more about her and more about what she was saying than them being able to listen to each other. And that's what they got the therapy from. They were listening to each other. And when they spoke, they know somebody was listening to them that was going through the same exact thing they were going through, and they got something from it. And I think that, intertwines relationships. We don't listen, and you can learn a lot when you just sit back, chill, and listen.
So right now we're gonna have a therapy session. Okay, Kiana Wolf, the Heat. Can you go back in a time when you was the happiest right now?
When I was what?
When you was happy with the man you was with.
Man. Tell you you want me to tell you the situation, or
You ain't got to go in no detail, but just the
yeah,
time when
okay.
you
So a time when I was happy with the man I was with was a time where I felt like I was truly loved.
okay.
Where I really felt like at one point there was a lot of love for me. I was taken care of. And even though I've always been this, I've always had an independent type of aura about me, it just felt good at that moment to feel the love from someone else outside of people that you would normally get it from.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Right. Yeah. I feel you on that. Man. So is that what you will want from the next man that gets the privilege, the opportunity to date you?
Yes, I have to have genuine love. There is no other way with me when it comes to that. It has to be genuine, because anything non-genuine, I feel like you're fake and I don't want to be around you. And I'll pick up on it too. So I just say, yeah, I want a man to be genuine with me. I want him to be honest with me. I want him to feel like he can trust me. I want him to feel like just because he may think that I have good qualities and he may believe that I'm beautiful, that doesn't mean that I have to sleep around. I want honest, genuine love, respect, and communication as well as, and just communication is not good enough either. I want us both to be able to comprehend, because communication, you can communicate all day, but it's the person listening to you and really listen to what I'm saying. I need to listen to what you're saying. And I think that when you have two people that basically are moving towards the same common goal, a lot of things work better.
Yeah, no, but that's the problem though. Don't nobody want to put in the work.
Well, you have to find the right one that's going to put in the work, because what you'll find is people, and this is, let's just be honest. Who wants to put in work if they can get it easy? And
Yeah,
that's the mindset. That's the mindset that we use. And guess what? What we don't realize is that we're looking at the mindset like, I just want it easy. I don't want to put in all that work. But what you'll figure out is later is that easiness that you felt that you didn't want to put out in all that work, you'll see how it'll fall apart. Mm-hmm. You have to put in the work for anything you decide to do. Put in that work, man and woman. Put in the work. That's the only way it will become something, is if you put in the work, but you got to put it in together. If I'm fighting you and you going towards a goal, but I'm fighting you, that ain't gonna work. Mm-hmm. If I'm trying to move towards a goal and you fight me, that ain't gonna work. We have to get on one accord when it comes to things and really respect and love each other. And if we're not going to, there's no use to even trying. I don't want a man that don't want to put in no work, because guess what? I got to put in work every day. And that ain't got nothing to do with him. So I just, for me, because God is working with me and working with my mentality, and I am able to actually comprehend what I need to comprehend, learn from Kiana's mistakes, learn from Kiana's wrongdoings, learn from Kiana's ignorance, learn from Kiana's stubbornness. See, we got to self-reflect, and we got to be accountable for our own actions. The next relationship I go into, trust, I didn't go in the last one. I don't think I went in the last one wrong, but I did do some wrong things. The next relationship that I do go into, it should be smooth sailing for me. I'm coming with wisdom, and I'm coming all of what I have to give, because that's how I was raised anyway.
Make sure you put some heat.
Go ahead.
I said, make sure you put some heat in there.
Yeah, the heat just comes with it, but along with the heat got to come respect for him and respect for myself. And I feel like I've been single for almost 3 years. I enjoy it because it's teaching me things. I want to wait. I do. I want to wait. And I want to put in the work with me as a single woman and mother, so that when I go and I am cuffed or wifed, then I know what I need to do.
Seconds.
Well, make sure when you have your wedding, y'all may get someplace with a big dance floor so we can tear it up.
Of course, that's a given.
Well,
y'all a little low tonight.
Huh?
I said y'all a little low tonight. What y'all here doing, y'all?
What you mean we low tonight?
Y'all ain't no 9 o'clock.
What you mean we low?
Cause y'all, so the 8 o'clock session, how was it?
I ain't gonna speak on it because I ain't want y'all to get involved in that. Y'all gotta hit the playback on that one, because they take this page down, they're gonna take it down because of something I said.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I gotta go back and listen. I wanted to hear if old girl had any cap in her conversation.
She never did come. She was here in the queue, but me and D had to discuss some stuff. I mean, we had discussed some things that's out there, and
she got off.
Yeah, she got off, never came back.
10 seconds.
Oh man.
Yeah, so maybe she was busy or whatever.
See, for those of y'all that's watching the show or that's gonna watch the show, you be missing out. I'm telling you.
I say this though. We spoke on the decision that the Supreme Court justice made last Thursday while I was doing the show. And if I hadn't been doing my show, I would have known they made that decision. But when I got off the phone, that's when I found out, they had made that decision. So this is something that we had to speak about.
What was the decision? I ain't hear nothing about nothing.
Well, your boy Biden wanted to he wanted to make this little mandate everybody had to get vaccinated, but hey, Supreme Court was like, heck
Knocked
no.
it down. You can't force nobody to do
Knocked it
nothing.
down, yep. So me and D gone. That's why I don't want to say too much about it. Me and D, we spoke about it because D, he all about democracy, but I'm like, that wasn't no democracy right there. That wasn't.
Nah, you can't. You ain't forcing me
That
to
wasn't
get
no
nothing.
democracy.
Are we getting another stimulus or not?
I hope so.
I keep hearing rumors, people saying, yeah, no.
I wish we do. I need that.
I need that stimulus.
I need it.
And then I heard they bringing back that the big unemployment checks. I heard that too today.
Well, I'm working, so I ain't gonna get that. But tell me this though, with these little the home kits they send to people's houses to see if they got it. How do you get one of those? Because I ain't one that they ain't came to my mailbox yet.
I gotta test a text about that today. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Do you have any of those kits, Kiki?
No, but I do know that some of the churches were giving out kits.
Yeah, because I seen the churches they giving them out, and they said that that the government is mailing them out to people's homes. So I was wondering, do we have to go online to get one, or
here go right here?
Gonna give it to us.
It says beginning Wednesday, January 19th, you can order free rapid COVID-19 test kits through the government following website www.covidtest.com.
On their website.
For a total of 4 test kits can be ordered per household.
How many tests come in that kit? 4 test kits.
It's a 4 test kits can be ordered per household.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them because a lot of these places they they want to know have you had a test within the past 72 hours or whatever. So show them that test. I'd be willing to do that, but they your boy Biden trying to make it mandatory because I was telling D, I'm like, man, that's the dictatorship. That ain't no republic. That ain't no democracy. That's dictatorship when you say that you got to do this, or else you gonna lose your job. Man, who want to work under? Who want to work under them type of?
That's not cool. I mean? That's dictator. That's a dictatorship.
Who want to work under that? Please, please. Anyway, great show tonight, guys. Man, Kiki, what you about to get into, girl?
Get into this bed.
That's
all I got. I'm not, between home life or whatever.
How you like the Dr. Umar lecture on Monday?
It was all right. You know me. It's some things I agree with, some I don't.
Oh, okay.
But with me, whether I agree or disagree, it's still a respect thing. I still respect the person. So, he's Dr. Umar. That's who he is. I mean, he does things the way he does.
I was so jealous, man, because I had to work and I didn't get to go to the place. And I wanted to, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people there, man. Big turnout.
That's what I heard, and I was so disappointed because I had to work. I sure did want to go.
But guess what else I heard too, Kiki, is that a lot of them came because of what? Take one wild guess why a lot of people was there.
Why?
One wild guess. I mean, it aired last Thursday. The interview aired last Thursday, so people watched. They watched the show. Yeah. It was people that traveled there from like other cities and states.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I hope they did watch the show.
So shout out to the viewers. Shout out to the viewers.
Yeah.
It was them guys that were sitting on the front row, Kiki. All them came from Ohio.
Yeah,
they all came from Dayton, Ohio. It was like a whole bunch of young guys, probably in their 20s, sitting in the front row. They came. That's about a 4-hour drive, I think, from Dayton.
You know what? I will say this. It was good to see so many young people.
Yes.
It was more young people than it was adults.
I'm telling you, facts.
That's
It
good.
was good to see young people.
Yep.
And
I
they were
think
young, boys and girls, but
yeah.
mostly were young boys.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Young
The
gentlemen.
pastor, he had sat next to me before it started, and he was like, young man, I just can't seem to understand. He was like, I ain't never seen this many young people in my church before. He pastor the church. And I ain't never seen this many young people in my church before.
More
I was
young
like,
men follow him than you think.
he was like, what he said, what do I need to do to get them to come to my church? Matter of fact, that's gonna be a pastor. He gonna be on our program as well, Pastor Larry Bates.
Okay.
He's like, he said, what I need to do. And I said, bring Umar back. He said, yeah. That's what it is. He said, Umar got him in there.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
All right, let's do final wrap up, final thoughts. What you got, Kiki?
Can Kiki go last?
You know what, man? No, stop. I'm getting tired of this.
Cappy.
Kiki, I always want to go last, man. The person that's on the screen go first. The ones
Well,
that's
it's two of us on the screen.
Say what?
It's two of us on the screen.
But it's two of us inside the building too.
All right, I'll go, I guess. So my final thought would be, I don't know. I don't even know what my final thought is. That's why I said let me go last.
Help us, Lord. Help us,
I'll
Lord.
go ahead and go.
Go ahead, John.
Okay, check it out, man. New year 2022. You know me, I be on the same stuff. Coronavirus is still out there. Amarion, Delta variant, and all this stuff. Like Ty say every show, protect yourself. Get your vitamins. You know what I'm saying? Build up your immune system. You know what I mean? And protect yourself, man. I've been back at the range a lot between the end of the year and the beginning of the year. And like I've said in earlier podcasts, more African Americans have bought guns last year than in a lot of years combined. We saw ammunition prices go up. We saw weapon prices go up. Be willing to know how to learn how to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do if someone my size tries to kick in your door or come through your window? That little baseball bat that you have might not be suffice. That kitchen knife that you have might not be suffice. You know, learn how to have a emergency drill for things like that to go on in your home. Uh, and start teaching your kids self-defense. You know what I mean? If you don't have money to do classes, we live in the age of the internet now. Everything is online that you can learn. You know what I mean? Um, like we talked about with Dr. Umar last show, if the bill passes March 2022, Indiana will be an open carry state. Whether you agree with it or you don't agree with it, I'm with Dr. Umar what he said we should arm ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We should arm ourselves. Don't worry about what the thugs is doing and the criminals and crooks is doing. You arm yourself and learn how to protect yourself. And don't be one of these people who you went and bought a gun and now you keep it in the drawer, or you carry it on your hip but you don't go to the range. Learn how to use that weapon in case you have to defend yourself. Women especially, sometimes you can be seen as easy prey. Purse snatches, they're still snatching up our children. You know what I mean? Um, they had this other thing where they're doing this thing where, and they do it in broad daylight, where they'll bump your car and then they wait for you to get out your car. And once you get out your car, they carjack you. You know what I mean? And they tried to do it to one guy, but he was armed and he ended up getting both of them. Both of them didn't make it. He popped both of them. and you don't want at the end of the day have to take no life, but you want to protect your life at the end of the day. That's the most precious thing, to protect your life and the life of your family. So just keep that in mind, man. And um, definitely hit the Cash App, $ at Tyron Joe. You know what I'm saying? Keep supporting us. We still trying to go big. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of content we want to put out. We on Facebook, we on YouTube. So if you don't get the chance to call into the show too, man. Y'all know the number. We flash the number every Thursday. We want y'all to call in and be a part of the conversation. If you don't want to call in, hit the chat line on Facebook, man. And like Selena, shout out to Selena K. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else who, shout out to Ebony and all the people who, put their 2 cents in. We want to hear that because we read those comments a lot of times and make you part of the conversation. When I first saw Tyron's show, it was an off night. I was working nights, but I was an off night. And the show was so good. I was in the chat the whole time and he was reading my chats. And I said, Ty, I like that, man. I want to come on the show. And I've been on the show ever since. And it started just by me put my 2 cents in the chat room. So put your comments in there. We want to hear those comments and let you be a part of the show. We're going to shout you out. We're going to say your name. We're going to read your comments. But do that, man, whether it's in YouTube or Facebook. Do that so you can be part of the conversation.
But also, too, John, they get out. They say some out of line stuff. We're going to deal with that, too. So.
And if you get out of line, you're going to do time. Because we sure not hit that Ty will hit that mute button on you. You know what I'm saying? And let you know the rules.
They about to get blocked, X'd out. Like,
the rules and regulations of the show. But that's all I got. Y'all stay safe out there. And shout out to GIB. Oh, and shout out to my grandbaby Melina.
Oh yeah, she turned 1, didn't she?
She 1 now. Yeah, she at the house now.
When she turned 1?
When her birthday?
Wasn't it like in December?
When her birthday? I don't know when she turned 1 because I don't keep up with nothing. But all I know is she here and she walking and she drinking juice and
she walking,
tearing up.
And she eating up all your snacks.
Yep.
I already know. Shout out to Melina. Shout out to her. 1 year old. All right. Hey, don't forget, y'all. We got these t-shirts. This just part of them. This ain't even all the t-shirts, but it's just a little bit. Just a little bit right there. Check that out. My man, he put that work in. He put that work in this time. You see it, John? He put that work in on him this time. He got the fist bump. We brought the fist bump back to him. They ain't ready for that fist bump.
Get you some merch, man.
Yeah.
Get you some merch.
Man, tell Thomas, man, he better get one of these other 2X t-shirts. I ain't got no gray. Thomas said he only sport that gray.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him.
I got that red. I got that red for you, Thomas, till I can get that gray.
Yeah, get y'all some merch, man.
Yeah, I got that large red for what's her name. She said she want that large red. That's what I'm saying. Orders coming in. So hey, don't be sleep. All right, are you ready now? Kiki, you ready? You about to go to sleep though. Kiki look like she tired down the wall.
Yeah, the Sandman next to her doing the podcast.
Oh, that's what it is.
I am tired, but my final words is I will say this, and very respectfully, leave that Kanye West and Kim Kardashian situation alone. That's my final thought.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know what Kanye West.
So what? Yeah, now, why did you say that?
Yeah, what's going on with Kanye West and Kim?
No, I mean, ain't nothing going on. Just the same old with them working with their divorce. But he put it out. I know y'all probably saw it. He put it out and went on live, voicing that he wasn't invited to his daughter's birthday party.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
So then you got people going in on her, him, and all of this, and then about the lyrics that he put out about her and Pete.
No, what'd he say?
Rap. Man, go. I don't know. I don't want to paraphrase anything that has to do with where they had them lyrics, but the game was in the studio playing it, and everybody was reciting what he was saying. And so I thought about doing a live on it myself because I wanted to talk about it because we tend to feel some type of way, and I'm telling you, it doesn't matter whether you're rich, poor, whatever. We all go through the same situation. So you just have to be mindful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should have did that because I ain't even know. I didn't even know that was going on out there. Okay, I know that Kanye didn't get a chance to go to the party, but then I seen some picture where he was at the party. What was that?
Well, he was at the party because he was later contacted. He said, well, he basically, they were saying that he dry snitched because Travis Scott called him and told him where the party was. The family would not let him know where the party was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because didn't he buy a house right across the street from our house?
I heard that he did.
So how he not gonna know where the party is?
Well, he said he wasn't invited, but he said he tried to contact the family. He was calling all of them and they would not give him that information. Travis Scott knew where it was at, and other people, of course, knew where it was at. So Kanye West put Travis on blast and was just like, thanks for telling me. And I was just like, wow. I know how I would feel if I didn't invite my ex to a birthday party and somebody told him where I was at. That's a little much.
But who would you be upset with though? Would you be upset with the person that told him, or would you be upset with him for showing up?
I would be upset with the person that told him. At this point, if he shows up, what can I do about it other than what I do about it? But why make a scene? At this point, it's too late. But yeah, you just have to be careful because Kanye West, not to disrespect him at all, but if you rhyming and making rhymes about her current situation and her and all this, you used to love her. So I wouldn't have invited him. I just would have told him, listen, and then threatening and all that kind of stuff. No, you can't come. Sorry. But he found out about it, and so that's why I said that's my ending thought for everyone. Leave that situation.
Tell you about Kanye. He gonna probably have to end up going back to rehab like he did when he had the little episode a couple years ago.
He sounds like he needs a little bit of help.
Yeah, he might have to go back to rehab.
Kanye, and I pray for Kanye. I love.
He's not over it. He's not over it. He's not over the situation. You know, when you over it, you can tell when someone's over it.
Yeah.
And any relationship that you do have, whether it's a divorce, whether you have to end it in divorce or a breakup, you always have someone that's going to be more emotional than the other. And this time, I think it's Kanye versus her. She done already moved on. She's already with somebody else. But I don't think he's over it. I think he's dealing with a lot of hurt and pain from it. And I don't think he knows how to handle it.
See, what's going to happen? You're going to make me go dig into this, and I might come back next Thursday, and I be spoke about what's going on because, man, I ain't going to lie. I like Kanye, but Kanye, he doing too much. You know what I'm saying? He out there just doing a little bit too much. You need to just chill out, let that woman go on and move on. I mean, it's all kind of women that want to be with him. So, you know what I mean? All kind of women.
Do you think she stuck by him enough?
No.
It feels like to me she didn't stick by. I mean, who knows what she went through, but it's like, you know, that's the father of your children. You know, he was going through some mental stuff.
I was about to go in.
You know, stick by the man, you know what I'm saying, before you. I mean, I don't know. I can't really speak on it because I don't know what she went through.
I don't think, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you good.
I don't think that we're talking about Kim Kardashian. Come on.
That's why
I don't think she was going. I don't think, and this is no punt to her, because you know, if she want to talk to me, I will. But this is no punt to her. I'm just simply saying
she ain't ready to talk to you.
I'm just simply, we could talk. It's gonna be a very good conversation because I know how to talk. But
she not ready.
What I'm saying is, we're talking about Kim Kardashian. If you look back at the situations that Kanye went through and how it was so public, that he was weird, that he was crazy, and you're looking at all this and y'all talking about, there is no way me as a wife, I'm talking about a wife, baby, I'm to have my husband's back. I don't care if he's wrong. You're not going to find me saying he's wrong, but do understand that behind closed doors, I'm gonna make sure he gets right. And she doesn't have, I don't think she even wanted that responsibility. And I don't think that she could deal with that responsibility. Come on. And I'm not even going to bring up race.
Oh, I'm gonna ask a question. I gotta ask a question. Do you really think she can identify with Kanye?
No.
That's all. I'm gonna just leave it there. I don't think she really identified with Kanye, because if she did, she wouldn't have had him out there a couple years ago saying that garbage that he said about slavery. You remember what he said about slavery a couple years ago on TMZ? She the one that put him up to saying that.
You think so?
Man, come on.
Well, listen.
He could have spat that out of his own mouth.
Kanye, Kim's mama, Chris, she pimped out all them girls, and she pimped out her ex-husband Bruce so much that he became a woman. You don't think they said this to Kanye?
No, man.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I agree with it. I think he was. I'm gonna just be honest. First of all, let's just be honest.
Right.
He was. First of all, he was in a place of where he was outnumbered.
His mom had just died, so
but
he was really at a low state.
Even when he said it, I agree with what he said to a certain extent.
Slavery was a choice. Stop right there. Slavery was a choice.
If you think about it, look at Haiti. The Haitians, when the Europeans came over to try to take over Haiti, they fought tooth and nail and made sure that they stayed free. It was no other option for them. They fought tooth and nail. Or if you think about the other slaves who was on the ships, and like Michael B. Jordan said when he played Killmonger, he said the slaves who jumped overboard the ships and died in the oceans because they knew that death was better than slavery. For some slaves,
I remember that.
It was no choice. They're gonna either fight or die. Now, some ones who are scared of death say, "I don't want to get killed. I got my family right here, boo boo boo. I got to play this cool and see where this goes." But for the ones who said, "I don't care what kind of guns and knives they got, I'm not going. We revolted or we dying."
Well, yeah, most definitely shout out to the ones that revolted.
To a certain extent, I can understand what he was saying.
Kanye West, and him saying some things that he said, some of the things that he said were very out of pocket. But I do believe that most of the things he said that was out of pocket came from what some or most of what they thought. You have to realize Kanye West dealing with the Kardashians. First of all, he was in a place he should have never been in. He should have never been in that place, because when you go back to Kim Kardashian and all of them, if you go back to just their reality show and you watch things and you really pay attention to what's going on, after a couple of episodes I stopped watching it, because there was, if I'm not learning anything from your situation, it's really a done deal anyway. But Kim Kardashian versus Kanye West, Kanye became who they were. He never had, this is how I look at it. Now, I look at it as a good thing now. I'm glad they're divorced. Now maybe Kanye can get some time to himself and he can become who he should have been before he went in there. He wasn't strong enough to stay.
I'm gonna say this. I get what he's saying. Slavery was a choice, but John, look where he went and said that. He went to TMZ, the gossip of all gossips. TMZ, you went and said that to them. Now if you saying it to like Dr. Umar on Monday, he talked to a group of black people. Now you said it to a group of black, that's who you need to be saying that to. But you went to TMZ of all people.
I mean, my only thing with him is, when you say something, stand by it. You know what I mean? Stand by it.
About nothing, did he?
Nah, you stand by it. I saw a video, and I don't know if this was after he said it, but I saw a video, like, dude was so mad, he was damn near like chasing him around the building or something. Like, dude was so mad. I don't know if that's after he said that, but I saw a video of it. Like, dude was like chasing him, but I understood what he was coming from. You know what I mean? You got to think today, us as African Americans, we are so like Dr. Umar said, forgiving and docile sometimes to a point. Um, we scared to defend ourselves. You know what I'm saying? When the Black Panthers found out that it was a clause in the law where they could have guns, now in California you can't have no guns, and the government did that. You know what I'm saying? You know, or like with the incidents with certain kids that have got killed in the past by either law enforcement or white men. You know, let me come on the scene and you stupid enough to have the dude that shot my son still in the police car. I'm light that police car on fire. I'm gonna throw every bullet in it I got. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen it where it's like we were scared to protect our children. Like
Mr. D clowning.
at a certain point, it was a choice. Either we're gonna fight or die, or we're gonna not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once we and you got to look back at your history. You got a tribe here, you got a tribe there. I take over this tribe, so now instead of thinking that these are all my people, this is a tribe that I've defeated. So I got 50 people that are not from my tribe. So when this white man comes and say, I got guns and weapons that you can use to you be the baddest tribe in the land. Okay, give me those supplies. I'm gonna give you these 50 slaves. Now they're Africans, but they're not from my tribe, so you can go ahead and have them. You know what I mean? That's what happened. So when those slaves got on that boat, if I don't know how to swim, even if I know how to swim, I'm in the middle of the ocean. Most likely I'm gonna die. So do I want to live and endure what's I'm finna endure when I get to this land, or do I want to die? And I can't say what I would have done because I like my life. My life is precious.
See, then that's another thing.
I could be thinking of a plan like I'm gonna wait till I get over into this land and then I'm gonna run somewhere safe. You don't know what they could be thinking. But some of them thought, no, fuck that. I'm fighting and dying now. So it was a choice to a certain extent. You had a choice to fight or not to fight. You had a choice to be cool and fight later and cause a revolt on the plantation. It was a choice. But the way he said it, people took it the wrong way. And it was, oh, Kanye West, blah, 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 blah. But when he said George Bush doesn't care about black people, they was praising Kanye like nobody's business.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's absolute complete facts right there.
You know, and I personally ain't got, I can't never say nothing bad about Kanye West because when I was going through my bad times,
you played some of his music.
I played some of his music.
Through, yeah.
And it got me through.
I ain't gonna lie, his music on point. I ain't gonna never.
That one song, I've been working this grave shift, and I ain't made shit. I wish I could buy me a spaceship and fly. That got me through every morning. So I can't say nothing bad about Kanye. Nobody's perfect. He really didn't start having these mental breakdowns until his mama passed. You know, his mama was his world. And my thing with
that's
her,
what I'm saying. When his mom passed, that's what I'm saying. Them girls that Chris pimped out, they messed him up.
As his wife, you should have stepped up and said, you know what? I don't know if it's because your mom passed or whatever you're going through, but I'm gonna go through it with you.
She thing is Kim, just like Kiki said, Kim can't identify with Kanye.
There you go.
She wasn't made. She wasn't programmed to identify with Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
The voice has become so common now to where we've been fighting for months. You know what? It ain't working out. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing when you're married, you become a union.
Wait, what is D talking about?
And it ain't your problem now. It's our problem.
Love Kanye music, but don't love R. Kelly? ? Oh. Yeah, cause thing is, I'm like, hey, you know what? I said this when we talked about R. Kelly. Hey, I like R. Kelly's music. I still listen to it. They can take my page down for that. I still listen to it because some of the stuff that R. Kelly said in his music is real stuff.
He was one of the baddest songwriters, producers,
They sleep on R. Kelly.
Yeah, he was one of the baddest. Like you see it on Facebook now. There was like somebody who could do a versus with R. Kelly. Nobody said nothing.
Yeah, ain't too many that
You
step
know
into
what I'm
R.
saying?
Kelly.
He was a bad dude, man.
Because all the other R&Bs that came after him, they trying to mirror him. Like you got Pretty Ricky, you got
a whole lot of
all
them.
them little boy groups. All them
All
little
of them
boy
tried
groups.
to mirror R. Kelly.
They want to be just like R. Kelly.
But he was a man, just like any other man, and a man is not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say none of the stuff he did was right.
I ain't gonna get on
But at the end of the day, people will do what you let them do. You know what I'm saying? Kiki Palmer was just on there, and she was saying how hurt she was when she found out the stuff that he was accused of doing. He said, but her mama was always with her, and her mama was like a guard dog, like barking, like going off on people. And she just now she's getting grown.
Mama, Kiki Palmer. Okay.
She said she was just realizing that her mama was trying to protect her. If my child was a child superstar on TV, I'm gonna be that same guard dog. You know what I'm saying? Now, son, when you get 21 and you get out here in the world,
John, don't put your foot. Don't do that.
I'm not.
Because you know what Kelly did though? He was giving them money. He was giving the parents money.
I don't care no amount of money you give me. I got a job. That's why got us this family this far now, because I work. It ain't no amount of money you can give me for my child's soul or my child's body or none of that. I'm gonna be a guard dog. When you in the when my kid in the room, I'm in the room. When you talking to her, you talking to me. You know what I'm saying? I tell R. Kelly just like I tell any other guy. Now I'm gonna let you mentor her or whatever. I said, but Mr. R. Kelly, if anything happened to her, I'm coming for you. I'm not coming for your little bodyguards. I'm coming for you.
But I'm gonna tell you how it happened.
And if I gotta go through your little bodyguards to get to you, I'm coming for you. I don't care about jail. None of that. I'm coming for you. And I don't think them parents, once you get that money or once you're not adamant about your child's safety, then it is what it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's how it happened. Kels was sliding him some bread, and you ain't gonna tell him. He's not gonna say, "Hey, I'm gonna fuck your daughters." Come on, he's not gonna say that. He just sliding some bread, like, "Hey, can she come on this trip? She gonna come to the concert with us. We'll have it back at a decent time. They go 1,000. Boom."
And probably when they was around, he let them see what they want to see. Oh, boom, she doing good, yo.
Yeah, and that's how it happened. They took that 1,000. Yeah, I'm gonna stay you here. I'm gonna let you go on a shopping spree, blah 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 blah, while we doing the concert. And R. Kelly, he breaking them off. Any comments, Kiki?
Well, when it comes to R. Kelly, that's my favorite. I mean, the man is gifted. However, in saying that, I am not okay with everything, but I do not believe that everything is truth. I believe some of those things were lies. I also feel like if R. Kelly had to go and be locked up, the parents should be. If you was taking money and you knew, there's so many people that if he did so many things that we're all saying that he did do, not we're saying, because I ain't saying nothing, that they're saying that he did, and you have managers and you have people close to you, everybody needs to be dealt with, not just R. Kelly. But that doesn't stop him from having a gifting and a call on his life. That doesn't stop who God is. And so, if you do the time, you pay the price of that time. But I still love him. I still listen to his music. I don't care what nobody's saying. I'm gonna keep listening to it. I'm good with myself. So it is what it is, man. I will always support R. Kelly.
You know that TP2, John? TP2, man, that album.
All of them.
That was one of my favorites. I ain't gonna lie, that TP2 album. That was one of my favorites, especially back in the day. That's how I used to pull them. Play that R. Kelly, play that Kels in there. And all right, man, we done just turned this whole show into something different.
I know.
I don't even know what this show was about at first. Well, shout out to my supposed to have been guest. I hope she come back. I don't know what happened. I hope everything is cool. But yeah, we supposed to have my girl Lakeyshia Hampton on. But hey,
Any final thoughts, Ty?
we did what we could do. Let me see what D said. Per public record, Travis Scott told him where it was, and one of the girls let him in. Yeah, that's what we just said. That Travis Scott told, and that's a person right there. I really don't want to get on because we're gonna be a whole nother hour. We get to talk about Travis Scott. That dude,
Wow, what's up with him?
man, all them people got killed
Oh yeah,
at his concert.
yeah.
And he talking about he ain't got nothing to do with it. And they said that he was saying stuff. They said like when you go to his concerts, you get put into like a trance, and people just start doing all kind of demonic things at his concert. I'm like, man, no, I can't go.
But
To
what
that.
are they saying? He didn't have the proper security there.
Security was there. They said he was hollering, telling people um, to what is it? Trample the security, knock them down, run. Bogart. And they was doing it.
Ugh.
Yeah, man. I ain't talk about that dude, man. But yeah, now my final thought is that, ladies and gentlemen, men, especially men, please do not get yourself caught up in a Jody situation, because that's the problem. Jody is what got women thinking that they could, take care of a man anyway. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many times they pay for a meal or whatever, or they pay your rent, they still not taking care of a man, because there's so much more that goes with taking care of a man. Same as a man take care of a woman. It is so much more, but at the end of the day, that's how it's supposed to be for the man to take care of the woman. You know what I'm saying? Supply her every need. Hello, I'm gonna stop right there. What you got on that, Kiki?
Man, I mean, you trying to start trouble, huh?
I said supply her every need. I know you want them. Come on now. I'm looking at the designer you got on. You need them needs supplied.
I mean, I'm not like that. So for me,
Wait,
for
hold
me,
on. I don't even want to get on it. Never mind. Keep going.
hey,
Keep
go
going.
ahead.
She not like that, but I look every time I see Kiki in person. I look at what she got on, and you ain't got on no Rudy Poo clothes.
Dressed to
So
a T.
you know what I'm saying? She ain't got on no Rudy Poo
Dressed to
clothes.
a T.
So you're not gonna play me talking about you ain't like that, because I know your clothes
Dressed
cost
to a T.
money. Your clothes cost money.
Okay, but the question was, do I expect for a man to do that to me? Correct?
I
Supply
said
that
he's supposed to supply your every need.
He doesn't have to supply my every need. He doesn't have to supply my every need, but it depends on where we are in a relationship. Like if we're together and we living together, I just believe if I'm not working, then yeah, okay, he gonna have to pick up some kind of slack with bills or something. But I'm gonna be doing something else anyway. But as far as buying my clothes, my shoes, and all that can come as a gift to me. That is not something that he would need to do. He can give that as a gift, maybe on my birthday or something like that, or whenever he would want to give me a gift. But to actually supply my clothes, my shoes, my nails get done, my hair, my jewelry, all that, most of that stuff, like for real, to be very honest, with me, I do my own hair and my own makeup. So I don't have to pay for that to be done. I do that. I do that myself.
Right. You do that.
But then everything else, like clothes and stuff like that, no, he doesn't have to
But
do that.
you small though, so it shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Your clothes shouldn't cost that much. You shop where? You shop at Plato's closet. Plato's closet. That what's that? Ain't that like, huh?
That's a consignment store. I've been there before. I've been to Plato's Closet. I've been to a whole lot of places.
Oh, I thought Plato's closet was for women that's real small, like the petite type women.
No, that's a consignment store.
Consignment. Well, you know what? I know a lot of women that shop at consignment store, and they stuff come out when they hit the street. They stuff look like they paid $1,000 for it.
Man, listen, don't go into Carmel and Fishers and go to consignment stores and get good clothes. Man, come on. And then another one is in Avon. Very nice, man. Up to par.
You shopping over there, Kiki?
Huh?
You be shopping over there?
Sometimes.
Because yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing too. Let's talk to the black women. Black women, that's another thing. Learn to go shop at Salvation Army. And what's the other place? The other place. The other
I ain't
place.
got no Salvation Army now.
Salvation Army and the other place. What's the other big place? The big place you give you
Goodwill.
Goodwill. Yeah, learn how to shop there because seriously, I know plenty of black women that shop there. And seriously, when they come out of their house, you can't tell. You can't tell they shop there.
You gotta go to the good ones though, because some of these Goodwills and other consignment stores are trash.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the good ones.
Yeah.
Because really, and really, to be honest, sometimes in these consignment stores, those clothes are sometimes higher than regular stores.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm just encouraging it because seriously, like I know I got women in my family. They done went you shopping there, man. They bought 50 cents. They paid 50 cents for a dress, and you can't tell that dress cost 50 cents when they got through it. I'm just saying that's creativity that is amongst the black community that people don't highlight, and we just highlight the creativity. That's all I'm saying. But I was gonna say this. You know why the scriptures say that a woman that you're supposed to leave and cleave from leave your parents' house and go to your husband and all that because your husband is like your daddy. That's for another time. I'm gonna let that simmer on.
Let that simmer, man. Let that simmer down. Bless up.
That ain't what that is. That ain't what that is.
Your husband gonna be your daddy. He's supplying your needs and he gonna supply your mind. Let me stop. Let me stop. What you say, Kiki?
That ain't what that is.
We'll get on it later. We'll get on it later. Wait till I see you. We're gonna talk about it later. You should have been in there today. We should have been in there. Nah.
The comments of Todd and Joe do not affect the
I'm just saying he your daddy. You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Thoughts about BZ on the show right now.
Your father is no longer responsible for you once you leave his house. Because now you left his house into another man's house, and now that man is responsible. Hey, look, that man, he responsible for your soul too. But they don't want to talk about that. Your husband, come on, if you really gonna do this thing under God, your husband is responsible for your soul. This dude was Mike, man. This dude clowning. This dude was Mike. All right, go ahead. What'd you say, Kiki?
I said, well, he would have to at least be following God in that case.
Most definitely. Got to be following God, because if not, he can't. He can't claim rights to anything. Hello.
Yeah, but that father stuff ain't right though.
I already know you ain't going with it. I already know you ain't with it. Anyway, man, let me get up out of here, y'all, man. I know it's been a minute. We've been on there for a minute. But hey, thank y'all straight up. Thank y'all for tuning in to us. It's been my bad. I'm tripping. Thank y'all for tuning in to us tonight. It's been great. It's been great. We'll see you all next week, next Thursday, January 27th. See you in 7 days. Peace.